The fire marshal's office is investigating after what they say was an intentionally set house fire in Ellsworth. It happened just before 6 p.m. yesterday on Water Street. There was minor damage to the vacant home. Investigators are asking people who live in the area to review their security camera footage for any activity around the time of the fire. Anyone with information is asked to call the fire marshal's office or the Ellsworth Police Department.